James Banks here from Definitive-esports, and I'm here with a man that everyone now knows in the UK. It's Ziktomini, and now on Western Wolves. In your shirt, you weren't in your shirt at WCS, you're all there, everything's good. So, you've got to be feeling pretty good about the whole tournament overall. You've been playing really well and you made a big name for yourself. This event, quite tough for you. Protoss, you're saying you're not liked too much. Any particular reason why you're not liking Protoss at the moment?
I just tend to lose a lot of games versus Protoss in comparison to my Zerg versus Zerg and Zerg versus Terran. I feel quite confident in those, especially versus Terran, and Protoss is just, it's more random, I think, and then I just don't have as much confidence in it. So,
see, we got a lot of Protoss saying to us like, "Oh, we don't want to play Zerg," so now you're saying this. Is this gonna balance it out for you lot?
I think it's just the matchup. Like, if you speak to a lot of Zergs, most Zergs, of course, like Stefano and people, there's some Zergs who are the exception, but a lot of Zergs also don't like playing Protoss. I think it's just the matchup, just no one likes it, essentially.
So, since WCS, what kind of practice have you been putting in, and have you just been preparing specifically for these events, or bigger events now you've made a name for yourself?
I've pretty much just been doing the same practice, to be honest. A lot of ladder, customs, talking to people about it. But coming up to the WCS Europeans, I'm going to try and practice a bit more specifically. I'm not sure if they will release a bracket before it happens or not, but like if they do, I'll prepare for the opponents, stuff like that. I think I'll prepare like ZVP for a week or so. I'll just play purely versus Protoss, see what happens.
So do you have any specific practice partners or now? Like, because I remember asking you before, and you kind of stuck to the ladder, and you had a few friends you played with. But now you've made a bigger name for yourself. More people want to play with you, I'm guessing. So, any specific partners?
Yeah, I have some more. Like, I've started playing a lot with Kawairos recently, who's he's got a good TVZ, and he helped me a lot with that matchup.
So going into your next game against Poyo, you're pretty confident with considering that?
I think so, yeah.
2-0?
Maybe, maybe not. It's the start map's Tal'Darim, which is kind of strange map. Like, no one really plays it. No one really plays it anymore. So it's like, I don't know, anything could happen on there, but I'm fairly confident in the rest of it.
So you just mentioned before the WCS Euro events. Some pretty impressive players have qualified for that event. Do you see yourself as an underdog going into that?
Yeah, for sure. I think so. There's just so many players, but if they do it on seeding though. Seeing as I won UK one, I might have a decent seed, so I might at least have a slightly easier bracket, even though it's not going to be any easy. There's not going to be any easy bracket in that.
Have you set yourself any goals for that event?
Well, ideally, I'd like to qualify for the globals, but I know it's going to be hard.
So let's talk a bit about Western Wolves now. You've got players like Sort of on your team, and you've got a teammate here with you now. Western Wolves StarCraft 2 seems to have popped up and just started doing really well. Any particular reason for that? I
don't know, we just had a good time, I guess. Also, patch Zergs, of course. Like, the Zerg players, it's just obviously overpowered, you know.
Well, but, yeah. See, a lot of people are saying it's not just the patch, they're saying it's like more the meta game and Protoss not working out how to beat. So what are your thoughts on it?
I think it's just like meta game. Terran are catching up a lot now. Like, all of the recent major tournaments have actually been like a lot of Protoss and Terrans. MLG, well, the last MLG arena, wasn't it? Was like the top 4 was 1 Terran, 3 Protoss. WCS career, etc. was all Protoss. It's just like Protoss.
One career, all Protoss.
Yeah. And just Tage has been destroying people. So I think it was just meta game. It's all coming gradually more even, and it's all fine for me, I think.
Any plans for Western Wolves for maybe like a team house or something similar to that?
I think it's been considered, but I don't know enough of the details to actually say anything really.
Well, you got your game to play now, and it may have been delayed, but you could be ready now. And good luck for the rest of the tournament. But anything else you want to shout? Anything you want to say?
Shout out Western Wolves, all our sponsors. That is Triton, Cyborg, Sapphire, and Mad Cats. And then to all my fans as well. Cheers.
And your streams and your Twitch?
Streams, yeah. My Twitter is Ziktomini and Twitch is the same.
Great. Well, hopefully we'll catch up with you later on in the tournament and you continue to do well. Thank you again for the interview. It's been James Banks here for Definitive-esports. Continue to check out the rest of our coverage. We're pumping out all these interviews for you guys. And remember to keep watching the stream because we're casting all weekend.